What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of The Geek Takeover. Today, I'm making a very quick and short video because it's technically unfinished. I'm reviewing the first 4 episodes of Daredevil Born Again, and I kind of want to get this out as fast as I can because tomorrow is a 2 episode premiere and it is also my birthday. So I figured I will mainly talk about the pros, a few cons, not really any breakaway or breakout performances yet, and then what I think should have happened these last 4 episodes. So again, I'm recording this on March 24th, the day before episode 5 and 6. So if I am right, you can't call me a cheater. I would just like to say that if I am correct in my predictions, Disney, I will take my check in the mail. Please, you can overnight it. It's okay. Anyways, so we're going to start out with episode 1. And my pros about this episode is it came out swinging out the gates. I mean, we're talking, you give us this trio of friends, beloved characters that people have been fighting for. I'm talking like the good version of the Snyder cult. They fought so hard to have Matt, Karen, and Foggy back, just for you guys to have the balls to kill Foggy. That blew me away. Couldn't believe that actually happened in the first episode, let alone in the first 5 to 10 minutes. That is crazy. Not to mention the fact that we had an amazingly shot action sequence between Bullseye and Daredevil, with it being shot almost like a 2D, like not 2D, but like you're playing like Marvel versus Capcom almost. Like the way it was shot was so beautiful. It was amazing. Meanwhile, Matt is getting shish kebabbed by Bullseye, still kicking his ass, mind you. But in between the fight, Bullseye just like, I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna throw this lighter at him just cause. Why not? This man wanted the smoke. He wanted the smoke so bad that after he killed Foggy and they were on the rooftop, he was like laughing. This man was laughing as Matt pushed him off the roof and killed him, basically. Not really, but he should have. And then this motherfucker gets up. I didn't know he was Superman. What the hell? I'm mind blown. 4 episodes in, we haven't seen Bullseye again yet, but I do believe he does come back if I remember from the set photos, so I cannot wait to see him come back. He actually kind of might be one of my favorite characters come the end, depending on how we get through this. Also in episode 1, we get the retirement of Daredevil, basically, because I believe this takes place a year after Foggy's death. And I believe it's set 5 to 6 years after the Netflix series, just to put that in perspective. So at this time, this is also after Echo, so Kingpin is now Mayor Fisk, which that kind of was a little rushed, but we got there. We're here. Him and Vanessa are having marital problems. We will get back to that in a couple episodes. The episodes concludes with a beautiful shot between Fisk being on top of the world, being, in my eyes, depicted as he is in heaven, looking down on the world, while Matt is in hell amongst the people who are protesting and rioting in a good way because Fisk won, looking up. I think that was a very beautiful shot sequence for the relationship of Kingpin and Daredevil. It just fits their narrative so well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in episode 1. I'm looking at my notes. No, that was kind of like what I briefly wanted to touch on. We also got our introduction to Muse. I believe he was doing some painting, some murals on there. We will also get back to him eventually. Episode 2 and 3, I kind of mixed together because if you listen to some of the directors, episode 2 and 3 was originally the first episodes for the very, very first version of Daredevil Born Again. In these 2 episodes, we get the introduction of White Tiger. White Tiger defending somebody getting jumped on in a train station by some cops. He didn't know they were cops. One of them ends up getting killed, and he gets put on trial for their murder because they are corrupt. Matt ends up defending him. I'll get back to that in a brief second. In episode 2, we do get a Matt Murdock and Wilson Fisk sit down in a little diner, just the two of them, nobody else. And in this sequence, I'm going to say this probably quite a few times. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, they are so good together. They picked up like Netflix never canceled it. They picked up right where they left off with their chemistry, off the charts. Their chemistry is so good, Bill Nye the Science Guy would lose his glasses. His socks flown off, gone, gone. They're so talented. They're so good together to the point where I don't like. It's so weird seeing them separately. Like when Fisk was in Echo, and then when Matt was in Spider-Man No Way Home. It's so weird seeing them sit without each other. They are the perfect yin and yang. In episode 2, we also get Matt trying to build up a case to help defend Hector Ayala from the court case. And this ends up leading him to find the witness who was on the train station getting his ass beat. And Matt runs into some of the corrupt cops, and at first he gets the shit beat out of him, to the point where he beats the ever living shit out of both of the cops, gives one of them a black eye, breaks the other one's arm and knee, and bashes his head into the kitchen table so hard that I'm pretty sure that cop quit the next day and is never shown again. He was too embarrassed that he got his ass whooped by a blind lawyer. Which that does lead me into episode 3, which I've been kind of rushing because episode 3 is the one I want to talk about the most. That is my favorite episode of the 4 so far. The court case had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. From Matt thinking he had the edge with the the witness, to the witness being so scared of the cops that he lies on the stand. Matt doesn't know what to do. He outs Hector as the White Tiger, to everyone's shock. I couldn't believe that he did it. It blew my mind. And then we have all these witnesses talking about how good the White Tiger is and that he would never do this and that. And I remember sitting there watching this. And I'm not stupid. I know he's going to get found innocent. But as a fan of the show, I sat there, I closed my eyes as they were reading the verdict, and I was just like, come on. And he was found not guilty of all the crimes. He was found innocent. The blind lawyer did it again. Get this man a key to the city, Mayor Fisk. Wouldn't that be something? But this episode also means a lot to me because my fiance, my wife-to-be, is Puerto Rican. This is probably one of the very, very few Puerto Rican characters that they have. So as I'm watching this, I'm texting her and I'm telling her like, oh, the White Tiger is so cool, this and that. Just for them to kill the White Tiger. The sequence where he is shooting up at the very end, I'm recording that to send to my missus. And the second that I stop filming and send it to her is when we get a Punisher copycat right to the dome. And I couldn't believe my eyes. I sat there, jaw on the floor. Even now I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. That episode was just flawless. I loved it. That is my favorite episode so far. I don't think there's anything else in episode 2 or 3 that I want to touch on. Episode 4, again, I'm just kind of going through bullet points. I'm not doing like a really in-depth thing because that could take forever because this show is so good and fleshed out. It's so perfect to the point where I don't even have a lot of cons. My cons are picky, which we're going to get to in a second. But episode 4, Matt and Frank, we get the reunion. We get a beautiful shot sequence between John Berthel and Charlie Cox. Again, just like I said with Vincent D'Onofrio. Yin and yang, yin and yang. Maybe it's just Charlie Cox. Maybe he's like the perfect catalyst to work with anybody, and he just, I don't know, he's perfect. He's awesome. Matt thinks that maybe Frank knows what Punisher copycat may have killed Hector. Frank seems to just be like, not my problem. Sorry, can't help you. He's trying. It almost seemed like he was trying to also help Matt get over the guilt of the death of Foggy. That was a very powerful and moving sequence. We get back to more marital problems with Vanessa and Fisk. Turns out she might have been cheating on him, which I don't know how smart of a move that is, because her little boo thing, Adam, is kind of trapped in a cage by Fisk, who seemingly tends to go down there and eat in front of him to torture him daily. I'm going to assume it's daily. But it turns out that Mayor Fisk isn't so innocent as he may try and lead on now. Trying to think, episode 4. Not any other bullet points. Oh, we get Muse taking bodies down in the subway, it seems like, where he is hanging them and making art, which that is terrifying to say and see on a Disney Plus show. We get Matt training on the rooftop, which I heard in an interview that he actually, the twirling with the baton and the spike, he actually learned how to do that. He did it so much that he had rope burns on him. So that just shows you the amount of dedication this man has to the role. And that leads us to tomorrow night. We get episode 5 and 6 on my birthday. And what do I think is going to happen? I think Matt and Frank are going to team up to fight the corrupt cops. I think Bullseye's probably going to get broken out of jail from the corrupt cops, probably. And I think Muse is going to do something to either Matt's new girlfriend or to somebody in Fisk cabinet that's going to cause them to finally interact with each other. So I can't wait to see what happens. I'm very excited to see more of Muse. He seems like he's going to be a very well character. Maybe even a top 10 MCU villain. That might be pushing it, but we'll see. And then ultimately, I do think, based off the set photos for season 2, that I believe this is going to end up leading to Fisk maybe getting impeached. It could lead to more people maybe knowing about Matt's identity because he seems to be gone missing. I don't know if they're going to do another season 3, I believe, where he almost died and was like out of action for most of the season. So we'll see. I don't believe we'll probably see Karen, for the rest of the season. She's going to be back for season 2, as well as Foggy. Now, that one is interesting. Is he going to be back as a flashback, or is he going to come back to life? I'm going to lean more towards flashback right now. This doesn't seem like the show that would bring people back to life like that. Elektra. There is Elektra. Never mind. I stand corrected. I'm not even going to finish that. Elektra exists in the Daredevil universe. I don't think we'll probably see more of the White Tiger family, but it was very cool to see Ava. She is the new White Tiger, so we'll see what she does. Maybe she'll be a part of the Champions roster or the Young Avengers when that happens. And yeah, that kind of covers my really brief 1 through 4 bullet points and main pros. Oh, cons. Yeah, right. I wish we could have seen more of Fisk running for mayor. I would have liked to see him interacting with people trying to earn their votes. I think that would have been funny, considering when we had to watch him listen to the kids sing. I don't even know what the song was, but watching him listen to them sing, I would have loved to have seen him shake hands and kiss babies. And also, my last con, I have a Puerto Rican wife. Why would you kill the Puerto Rican character? Now I feel like a dumbass. I know it's nitpicky, and they had to do it. Unfortunately, the actor has passed away, but that's neither here nor there. That didn't affect them actually killing him. Fun fact. Not fun fact? I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. I love the show. The show is amazing. I can't wait to see more. I could watch this every night and not get tired. This show, I didn't think it was going to be as good as the Netflix series, but it's so damn good. And I can't wait to watch these final 4 episodes. I can't wait for you guys to watch these final 4 episodes. I can't wait for you guys to watch me talk about the final 4 episodes, whether it's here on this YouTube channel, which you can always watch by clicking that subscribe and liking the video. I greatly appreciate it. I love all of the support that I may get. You could also catch me doing shows over at Superhero HQ on Nerds Lair with my friends Juan and Jay. Sometimes even our host, not host, the man behind the chair, Lorenzo. Sometimes he'll pop in. I had him over last week. We had a great time. We watched Novocaine. We played some Monopoly, watched the Snyder Cut. He is a great guy, and I cannot thank him enough for some of the opportunities that he gave me, and coming down here to visit. And yeah, that kind of wraps it up for me here, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to support me by hitting subscribe and liking, commenting if you would like, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Good night.